Declan, good morning.
How are you, Neil? How are you?
Good. Now, you're a Carlow man, living the dream in Cork, they say, is it?
Well, I'm not glad. That's my goal, is to live the dream down there. I'm kind of in process of hoping to move down there soon enough.
Okay, so you're not here yet?
I'm not here. Now, I have spent a lot of time down there doing a bit of work and doing a bit of research.
All right, and why do you want to come down and join us?
Oh, sure. It's not one of the nicest part of the country, I suppose, isn't it? So you can't...
Well, we think that. We think that. What's the plan then? You want to live financially free, is it?
Yeah, well, that's the goal anyway. Look, with the price of everything at the minute, like our rent is where I'm living is even shocking for our area. Like me and my partner, we're both self-employed. Like we both work, and even just to afford like just rent, we have 2 young kids. Like, it's a lot of the time like we're scraping by most of the time. But like the idea is to kind of build like a self-build an ecological home, like somewhere down in that direction. Like even if it was come to like a community built thing.
A self-built, ecologically friendly home. Would that be a home made out of wood?
It could be, or the idea I'm more inclined toward now is cob. Now, I know a place down there called the Hollies in Enniskeane, where they do courses on how to build cob homes.
What's a cob home?
So a cob home is essentially a house made of like mud, straw and sand, or sand all mixed up together.
Mud, straw and sand turned into bricks, is it?
No, it's basically you build it up from a foundation level, like you build it up by hand. Normally it's done on a community level, like I've seen videos and stuff like that where people come together and they build this home by hand.
A mud and straw house, you're telling me, Declan?
Yeah. So they're very traditional in Cornwall, like they're actually very traditional.
Are they warm? Like, would they stand up to a storm?
They're extremely warm. They're extremely warm. You'd build the walls probably like a foot and a half thick. And they're thermal, like they are thermally great. Like, so I've looked into planning permission, all this, like they do comply with all the regulations.
Right. Would they smell? No? No,
not you plaster them after, like, so you'd have like a kind of a thin kind of a mud coat on the outside after. So no, they wouldn't smell at all.
Okay, take an awful lot of mud. No, I was in Althea in Costa Blanca recently. Or was it Costa Brava? Brava. And the villages there are made from sand from the beach. They literally take all of the sand from the beach, whatever way they compact it, they turn it into sandstone bricks, and they built the entire medieval towns out of them. So anything's possible, you know, no concrete, nothing like that, no plaster, just sand.
There's a project in Tipperary called Clough Jordan where they build cob homes and stuff in there. Like that's an eco village in Tipperary. But like I've travelled, I was in Portugal. They also have communities in Portugal where they built these homes. So like there was communities, like people came together, they all bought the land together and then built these homes on this kind of community land, like, and have like a whole ecosystem where they grow their own food, they have their own water supply, they collect on their own water. And like I'd love to do this in Ireland, preferably down in Cork, but anywhere basically. But in a bad fall of rain, would it not? No, they're because it's so compacted, and when it dries, it's actually not permeable at all.
Are you very conscious of the environment then, and the climate and the planet? Is it?
I have become that way in the last few years. Like my background is in construction, so like I've worked up in, like I used to travel up and down to Dublin every day, like, and I've seen the amount of waste that's involved in modern homes. Like it's shocking the amount of waste that goes into modern homes. And then you have like the costs. Like one of the biggest things, costs. Like I said, like me and my partner, like, we work, and like our rent is taking up most of our income.
Yeah.
And like we've 2 young kids, like, and it's just I feel like in Ireland especially, it's nearly impossible to get on the housing market.
You know what? You're so right, because now I'm even hearing words like modular homes, you know, self-assembly homes. I even heard last night people talking about adapting shipping containers to homes. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've looked into it myself. Like I've looked into so many options. Like what I want to do for me and my family is to actually self-build our own home that the kids can help out on, like do like buy a piece of land, maybe like for the time being, like maybe put something like a temporary home on it, and then over time build up this home.
Would you be allowed to build a house like that on your own land, though? Would you get the kind of permission
yes, of course.
that you would need?
As long like, go on, sorry.
No, I'm saying, if you own a piece of land, can you build any kind of habitable structure you like?
As long as it's like health and safety compliant, like the fire safety regulations. Like I was actually speaking with the local housing planning authorities here in Carlow recently about it, just to see what the regulations are. But like they have no issue with it. They actually they like to see projects like that.
Okay, so why aren't you doing it in Carlow? Why Cork?
I grew up in Carlow. I'd love to, like, it's just the area down there, and like the reason why I think I'm actually speaking to you on the radio today is because of the post I put up in the Kinsale notice board.
Yeah, that's like, how we saw you.
Yeah. So like, and the response I got from that post was amazing. Like so many reaching out to me saying, look, we have people who do this, there might be land available here, and it's amazing the response. Like, so it seems to be, we seem to be drawn down to that area.
Okay, and you know, if you managed to do this, say in and around Kinsale, and build a house made out of mud and straw, okay, and you fit it out and it's beautiful and it's cozy and it's warm, would you be self-sufficient then? Would you grow your own produce and things like that, or where would it end?
That's the plan. Like obviously, like the way, like with the price of food at the minute as well. Like the idea is, like, obviously it is possible to become fully self-sufficient, but I don't think it's the end goal for me. Like I'd love to be able to grow my own stuff, like to grow my own carrots, potatoes and all things like that, like just to help offset the costs of going down to the supermarket and picking up stuff. So like it is, like you collect your own rainwater for all this stuff, so it is possible.
Oh, fair play to you. And are you handy? Like, are you good at DIY? Can you work with wood? You know, have you green fingers?
Yeah, like I said, my background is in construction. Like I do gardening for a local guy here in Carlow as well. So it is my background. Like it is there. The knowledge, obviously, you'll be learning all the time. Like that's why I'm actually doing a course on how to build cob houses during the summer down in actually Enniskeen.
I'd love if you got this across the line. I think it would be incredible for you, you know?
I think it would be. Like, I think it's a very achievable way of, like,
small little natural house, ecologically friendly. Exactly. Wooden straw, like, and growing your own veg and like, rearing the children who be involved in it and everything.
Exactly. Like, it's, like, obviously it is going to be hard work, I've no doubt about it. Like, but I think it's the way, like, it could be, it's an alternative to people rather than building a block or a wooden or timber.
Way down further west in Dunmanway, up Cool Mountain, we have the eco warriors who have lived a different existence themselves for many years now, perhaps 20 or 30 years. Are you aware of Cool Mountain?
Not really, no. Like I said, it's like I'm not, like I am ecologically minded, but like I'm not like an eco warrior. Like I wouldn't go that far. Like I am conscious of what I'm producing in waste and stuff like that. But it's a way forward. Like I think, like the amount of waste people produce, like it's shocking at the minute.
And if somebody wants to get in touch with you to help you with regards to your dream, moving to Cork, perhaps Kinsale, certainly somewhere down west, how can they do so?
Well, my business, like I have a business email. Like I am a photographer by trade. Like you can contact me on Declan at picture360.com. Or if just look up Declan Tobin on Facebook and Instagram. It's also a way of getting in contact with me.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm...
Declan at picture360.com. Fair play to you. Will you stay in touch and let us know how your dream is progressing?
I will do. I will, of course.
I got a funny Cork text from you, right? This is typical Cork humour. Shane says, please tell Declan to read The Three Little Pigs. You know, the huffing and the puffing.
Funny enough, like I have been reading to my kids and stuff like that, so that's it. Just
go on, man, make your dream a reality. Stay in touch and let us know how it's going, all right?
Thanks for your time, Neil, and I really appreciate it.
You're a lovely guy. Really take care. You and your family. Cheers.
Thanks for that.
That's Declan at picture360.com. Back after 11.